Good evening, everybody. Right? I'm anti-gavel. Good evening. I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Monee Village Board of Trustees, January 14th, 2026. It is 6:38. If we could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Here.
Trustee Henson.
Present.
Trustee Moore.
Here.
Trustee Rakes.
Present.
Trustee Wilson.
Present.
Trustee Udris.
Present.
Okay, open to the public, agenda items only. All right. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I make that motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Henson.
Yes.
Trustee Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Rakes.
Yes.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Trustee Udris.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes. Thank you, Board. I'm going to switch things up a little bit because I know how electrifying our village board meetings are. But we're going to actually start with the swearing in of our new police officer, Colton Peterson. So I'm going to ask our deputy clerk to please join Colton up here, front and center.
I, Colton, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties as police officer for the Village of Monee Police Department to the best of my ability.
Do it again.
I think this is the biggest fan club we've had yet.
Squeeze him in. Squeeze him in. Don't be shy.
All right, so once again, a big welcome to our new officer, Peterson. Thank you to our deputy clerk for swearing him in. Now, under mayor's report, first item I have is discussion/approval regarding the Sparrow Property Management LLC energy agreement. So as we have discussed previously, this is an agreement by Earthrise Energy for a contribution to the village of Monee for their future building, which will be outside of the village limits.
Which is, or outside the village limits?
All over. They've got Crete, I know they're Manhattan, they're Green Garden, so they're all, it's all unincorporated, so they've got to deal with Will County for permitting and all that. So, I'm looking for a motion to accept the community benefit agreement with Sparrow Property Management.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
So we don't really have much say about, since they're outside the, I know we get notified of projects within what, half mile, quarter mile?
Mile and a half.
But we really don't have much say on this project at all.
No, that's all through Will County,
Correct. Yeah, okay.
unfortunately.
Basically, just because they're so close, they want to donate some money to the village. I mean, in a nutshell.
Right.
But it does not affect the village whatsoever.
Correct.
Or even unincorporated village, unincorporated Monee either, right? Well, Green Gardens, I guess.
Right, and Crete, so on the other side.
Okay.
And this is just one-time payment? It's not in perpetuity or
No.
anything? I was just,
Unfortunately not.
I guess to restating the obvious, sorry. So Earthrise, even though they are building so much outside of city limits or village limits, they are wanting to donate to the village out of the goodness of their hearts, or?
Yes, we'll say that.
We'll
At
say
this point,
that,
just to be a
got
good
it.
neighbor.
Exactly. All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Hort.
yes.
Trustee Rakis.
Yes.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Trustee Udras.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Henson.
No.
Thank you. Moving on to the administrator's report. Oh, wait, stop, sorry. Let me back up. We have Billy Morgan, who is with the Monee Historical Society, here with us tonight, and he wanted to give us an update. So,
What's that all about? I offer them to come up and speak too and be in front of everybody. So we're in a new year. I don't know if you can hear me. We're in a new year, and so I spoke with Ruben about maybe giving a little bit of an update on what's been going on with the Historical Society. So this is just a little bit of a look at what happened in 2025. And it really was a year of growth and change for the organization. But we can get to that a little bit later. A few of the things that happened this year, a lot of people, I think, when they think of the Historical Society, they think of Mrs. First's Tea, which is kind of the tentpole fundraiser event that we do in partnership with the Monee Women's Club. This was bigger than ever before this year. Actually, we might have gone a little bit overboard because we increased the size by about a half. We went from a little under 100 to a little under 150. A lot of people, a lot of chances for people to get together, engage with one another, see people they might not necessarily see. If you look in the pictures that are on the slide, there's a number of high school students that helped serve the food. There's the county executive, there's somebody who's on the school board in Peatone. So lots of people from around the area came to enjoy a reenactment of Mrs. First's charity tea from the 1920s. We also had an art auction, wine and cheese event. This was our second annual event. It's just a low-key, enjoy some music, bid on some items, and just kind of enjoy some appetizers. This is a very, I think, fruitful event for us, and we're going to keep doing it as long as we can. People just love having a nice little evening to be with their neighbors and enjoy their neighbors. We took part in the Fall Fest parade. I think it was fun for everybody. We had a horse this year. There were a lot of people who marched or rode or however you want to say it, and handed out candy to lots of people. So we just enjoy participating in as many of the village events as we possibly can. That includes the trunk or treat, lots of village activities. We wanted to make sure that Fall Fest was a big time for us, so we did include some other activities during Fall Fest, including a history of the Bailey Homestead. The Bailey Homestead is a historic site, Indiana Dunes area, and that's where the actual Marie Lefebvre Bailey lived. And we also had a presentation on arrowheads, and we wanted to make sure that we got the native history of the Monee area out to the world. It kind of made sense because this, thankfully, thanks to the village, was when we were able to have the unveiling of the Marie Bailey statue. I typed statute, apparently, but I mean statue. So this is something that Christy helped with, and the village and Bill and everybody made possible. And it's a permanent testament to Monee's history right here in town, and we're really grateful for the village for doing that. Related to that, just a kind of fun thing that happens at the Historical Society. I think most people have seen that painting that's on the slide now at the post office, and we had a member who said, I want to know who that is. Is that actually Princess Monee, as they say? And he went down the rabbit hole, he went on the internet, he talked to people on the phone, and found out that that is not actually Marie Bailey, which we kind of guessed, but that there was a man named Raphael Beck in upstate New York who did lots of paintings like this that were used for commercial purposes. They were on all kinds of tins and plates and things like that, and that most likely this is his daughter that he was using as a model. But it's been in the post office for decades now, and is probably the popular imagination of what Marie Bailey looks like for people who have lived in town for a long time. We did decide that we would mix it up this past year and have a trivia night. It was sold out. It was a lot of fun. I learned how much I didn't know. And ultimately, we're going to be bringing it back March 14th of this year. We also learned, Phyllis Huffman's not here, but we learned that her family, when they're in a trivia environment, we got to make sure that they don't come this year so other people have a chance. It's someone to beat, right? Oh yeah. So the question is, do you think you have all the answers? Can you beat Phyllis and her family? The American History Book Club continues strong. We've been doing a book a month, and for a couple of years we've been going through history, American history, through the presidents, kind of using that as a way to go from really the founding until almost the present day. But when you get to the present day, it's not history anymore, it's current events. So we stopped at Nixon, and we've kind of peppered in some other local history, including reading Our Roots Are Deep, the history of Monee. And then this year, one local story that we read was Our Nazi, which is about a custodian at the Oak Park River Forest School District who, after years of serving there and being a beloved member of the community, people found out that he'd been a guard at a Nazi concentration camp. And it's one of those really difficult moral, political, just what would you do in that circumstance? And it led to some really interesting and insightful conversation between all of us. We've done big books and we've done small books. One of the smaller ones was Profiles in Courage. I just have the picture there because it's a famous one. It's one that I'd never read before. And we got a little bit carried away with trying to figure out whether he actually wrote it. I think the answer is probably no. He helped, though. We're changing it up a little bit this year, and we're having themes. So there's 4 books or so in each theme, and we want everybody to come bringing their own experience with their own book into the conversation. We had our first one in January, which was really big, overarching themes of history. And I was a little bit worried how it would work when everybody's read different books, but it works. So, if you're interested in American history, consider joining the American History Book Club. One of the events that we did this year was the history of Russell Publications. I think that it's important to try to focus on things that are very local, that people know. People have heard of the Vedette and the Monee Monitor, and it was really good to listen to Chris Russell and hear what his family did, how they created the Russell Publications Company, and how much really goes into creating a local newspaper. This is a little bit of a tangent, but we're trying to focus as much as we can on Monee. So we have lots and lots and lots of old newspapers that are from other areas, kind of local but not Monee, and we're going through them and donating them to the appropriate historical societies. For the Crete papers should go to the Crete Area Historical Society. So that's allowing us to really focus in on our collections being things that are really, really relevant to us and allow them to be in their proper home. We did have an event about Monee's only remnant prairie. The Forest Preserve District came and talked about the remnant prairie here in Monee. I think Christy might have had something to do with people figuring out that there was a remnant prairie. but the village has been wonderful in making sure that that is preserved. We had lessons on Daniel Burnham, and we had a one-man show about Louis Joliet. I am so sorry for how I pronounced that. A solid path through water, just trying to keep more of the local history alive. And we're also trying some new things. So we did Women's History Month on social media, which got a whole lot more people liking and sharing our stuff. We did a pop-up at Franciscan Hospital at Olympia Field, so you can see a little bit of the display that we put up, just trying to get more people to come into the building, come into Monee, and learn about the history of this community. This next one I just put in because it was fun, but the Chamber of Commerce invited me to give the first pitch at a Joliet Slammers game. And notice I am not sharing a video with you, just a still image. You don't need to know how bad my form was in any other still around that. But it was a good opportunity for Monee Historical Society folks to come and enjoy a game that we eventually won. It was kind of like the recent Bears game. Didn't think it could happen, then finally it did right at the very end. Building community in that way. One of the cool things that happened this year is there was a local political cartoonist named Paul Battenfield, and his granddaughter donated original cartoons. You can actually see the original pencil marks for cartoons that were in local papers, but also big-time papers, Chicago Tribune, going back to the 40s and the 30s, talking about World War II. So you should come and take a look at them at some point if you haven't had the chance to yet. It's really fascinating to see the issues of the time in World War II and know that it was a local hero who put the pencil to paper. We did do something a little bit fun with the anniversary of the birth of Jane Austen. So if you don't know Christy Holston, then you don't know how much a person can love Jane Austen's books. So getting together in old-timey garb, playing Jane Austen trivia, just more ways to get together and for us to learn a little bit more about Jane Austen. A new thing that we're doing this year is we've had the Stitch Club come once a month in collaboration with the Peatone Public Library District. 8 to 12 people have been coming every month. It's still going, the third Wednesdays from 6 to 8 at the Heritage Center. So if you're into stitching, come on by. We also did a cemetery walk at St. Paul's Cemetery, where we researched people who are in the cemetery and kind of took people along on a tour so people could learn the history of people who lived here and who are at rest here. One thing that is a big priority for me and the whole organization, I know I'm going quick, but I want to cover everything I can, sorry, is to honor our veterans. So I want to thank the village for partnering with us and with the school district. It was really a joint project between all of us. There were students from the school district who interviewed the veterans, and the village was able to produce this wonderful video that I have the screenshot up of. And we have the full interviews so that we can have them for all time as part of our oral history project. We've also partnered with Monee Township to have in each quarterly newsletter a spotlight on a local veteran, somebody maybe who's passed or maybe who hasn't, but keeping the memories alive and the importance of service to our community. This was another big year for landmarks. So the Will County Historic Preservation Commission landmarked its 4th site in Monee this past year. The Heritage Center, or the Creamery, Mrs. First's home, and the cemetery and the church are two separate landmark sites now. So you can see that we made the paper, but it's really important that Will County is recognizing these sites out here in eastern Will County that's often forgotten. We had our first holiday market. This is just a fun way for local vendors to come together at the end of the year, for people to see their wares, for people to get things. I know that that's basically how we decorated our house for Christmas. It was a fun opportunity to just be able to see what people are making in the village. People are making and selling and baking and doing all kinds of things. And this was a fun way to bring people together. As I mentioned, this was a year for the organization of transition and change. Obviously, there was the transition of the presidency in January. We did decide that we wanted to make Barb Sim, who a lot of you probably know, she was kind of like an administrator for the organization. We've given her the new title of executive director that gives her a little bit more autonomy, and also when working with other organizations, when applying for grants, when talking to other historical societies, just gives her a little bit additional credibility as well. We established a new structure kind of inspired by yours, for board members to have particular interest areas that they're in charge of, to just keep things going all at the same time. We've all got to walk and chew gum at the same time, and this helps with that. At the end of the year, we also had a transition in the treasurer position. So we're going to keep working on our budget, keep working to make sure that this is an organization that lasts for a long time and survives all of us. One thing I did want to kind of mention is I spoke with the administrator about this a little bit. We're really committed to doing our part to cut costs for the village. The village has been a wonderful partner to us, and there are a number of, some that we've already identified, a couple that we've already identified, costs to running the building itself that the village is taking on that we would like to take on to try to help save the taxpayers' money. I think that there's quite a few things that we can do to get that line item down and be as self-sufficient as possible when it comes to running and operating the facility itself. Do you have any questions? If you do, I will make sure to have somebody else answer it.
Billy, I would just like to say, I think what you're doing is great, bud. And trying to cut the costs and all that's hard when you're growing as well. And I think it goes hand in hand. So you have really good people around you. So
really
I
do.
think you guys are doing a great thing.
Thank you so much.
thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for the support.
Billy, if you
Yes.
would, just share how someone who's interested in getting affiliated with the book club and other events, how would they find out about that?
Sure. So we have a website, MoneeHistoricalSociety.com, that people can go to. They can see our upcoming events. We've got every month. The January one is a little bit delayed because of the holidays, but we've got monthly calendars that we put out. We also have on our website upcoming events that people are welcome to come to. On Facebook, we are Monee Historical Society, so please like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see some of our oral histories that we've posted over the years. And consider being a member. It's $25 a year, and membership really helps keep us going. We're nothing without the members. So I'm nothing without them. And so I think people know where the Heritage Center is. Come when we're open. The hours are posted, and we're trying to increase the hours. That's one of, I think, Betsy's biggest commitments to herself, even though I haven't told her she has to, is making sure that we're going to be open more days of the week on a regular basis. And she's thinking Sundays after people go to church. Maybe they might want to come learn a little bit about the history of Monee.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for the time.
Thank you,
Thank you
Billy.
very much. Appreciate it. All right, thanks, Billy. All right, moving on to the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Billy. That was awesome. That's a good year. Done a lot in 1 year. Come a long way as well.
And that wasn't everything, but that was 24 slides is probably enough.
Nicely done. Thank you. Well, Happy New Year. Belated Happy New Year to everyone. And my mantra has been 2026, best year ever. And I'm trying to get that going because there was a lot of hurdles in 25, and we're believing for a great year in 26, even better. The first item under my report is the McCorkle Pond. This is one of the great things. This is something that we've kind of kicked down the road for about 10 years because of the costs, but McCorkle Pond has had some bank erosion over the last many years, and so we've addressed that. So the village has received pay request number 1 from Earthworks Land Improvement and Development Corporation. This invoice has been reviewed by staff and Robinson Engineering and found to be in substantial compliance with the contract. Total earned to date, $311,706.50. There is a 5% retention of $15,585.33 for a subtotal of $296,121.17. Tonight's board action request is a motion to approve pay request number 1 to Earthworks Land Improvement and Development Corporation in the amount of $296,121.17.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to tell Director Ed Johnson, thank you for putting up with my constant phone calls over the last 3 years about this, and you won't have to hear from me about it anymore. But thank you. Thank you for getting it done.
And I'd just say too, I can't tell you how many people have come up to me random places, including Menards, and thank me for this too, because it's that noticeable. So head in the right direction. Hopefully some of the other ones get taken care of for the next couple of years too.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udras.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Henson.
Yes.
Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. And this along those same lines, just as an FYI, upcoming in this year is going to be Iris over in Country Meadows. We'll be hitting those banks as well this year. So the next item is Ridgeland Bruns Road Water Main Project, another big hurdle we were able to take on and get over. This was running a water main under, we started from Industrial Drive under I-57, and then we brought it out the water main down Bruns and then up north on Ridgeland. And by doing this, we were able to bring redundancy, increase the pressure and fire suppression, and also bring those lines in where they were not previously. So the village has received pay request number 2. It's a final payout from Iroquois Paving Corporation for the above-mentioned project. The work and invoice has been reviewed by Robinson Engineering and staff and found the work to be in substantial compliance with the plans. Therefore, we recommend that Iroquois Paving Corporation is entitled to payment in the amount of $271,022.01.
So
And
moved. I'll make that motion.
No.
So the
Second.
total,
The total.
well, I'll just cut to the chase. The board action request is a motion to approve the pay request number 2, which is a final request to Iroquois Paving in the amount of $271,022.01.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Trustee Udras.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Henson.
Yes.
Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Rakes.
Yes.
Thank you, board. One horn I forgot to toot on this one, on this last Bruns Road was, we received a $500,000 grant also to get this done. This is was awesome and welcomed to get this job done. And the last item under my report is the police department vehicle purchase. The village is committed to upgrading its police vehicle fleet program through a proactive and fiscally responsible fleet management strategy. This involves reassigning older models to other departments, extending their useful life within the village by supplementing the loss of those squad cars and maintaining a scheduled vehicle purchase. You will find attached in your board packet an invoice for Curie Motors for a police utility squad. It's a 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe. The total cost is $60,262.45. If approved, this cost-effective purchase will be made through the South Suburban Purchase Cooperative. Board action requests a motion to approve the purchase of the 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe through the South Suburban Purchase Cooperative in the amount of $60,262.45.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
Again, shout out, Chief, to you. I think you've missed your calling. You could have been a good car salesman here with the deals that you found. So great to see that we're keeping up on our fleet.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Udress.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Henson.
Yes.
Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Rikus.
Yes.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. End of report.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the officials' reports, we've got Public Works, Trustee Horn.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone. I want to highlight, first of all, sort of an interesting story and detective work that took our various departments working together. And it may seem kind of mundane, but maybe not. On Monday morning, December 29th, Monee's SCADA system alerted DPW staff of the presence of a water main break. Well, that's pretty normal, and we can find them usually pretty quick. But after initial ground searches, the location of the leak was not able to be determined. On the second day of searching, DPW was assisted by Monee EMA, who employed the EMA eye camera from elevated positions in search of the leak. These efforts were also unsuccessful. On the third day of searching, Will County EMA assisted DPW using their drone equipped with a thermal imaging camera. At approximately 2 p.m. on December 31st, the leak was located along Route 50 near the intersection of Williams Street. So that would be between Red Dot Storage and McGlone's Automotive. Location of the leak was immediately adjacent to a drainage ditch with flowing water pouring directly into the waterway, making it difficult to locate because that's moving water already. Repairs were completed on the morning of January 1, which is a holiday, of course, and took approximately 5 hours to complete. So big thank you to Monee EMA and Will County EMA for their respective assistance. So that was pretty interesting. And then you may have noticed this morning, we had a quiet holiday season, but this morning Monee received approximately 2 inches of snow this morning, followed by short waves of lake effect snow squalls. Initial cleanup from this event lasted approximately 5 hours. We'll continue to monitor weather and road conditions and respond as necessary. And then Pavlov Media has begun installing internet service to the village buildings this week. Building services was connected yesterday, and Village Hall is expected to be connected by the end of the week. To date, 85 village residents have taken advantage of our new fiber network by signing on with Pavlov for internet service. End of report. 85. 85, yep.
Thank you very much, Trustee Horn. Moving on to Parks and Recreation, Trustee Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mayor. For our Parks and Recreation report, today we had a lovely senior luncheon featuring a recipe from the Gulf Vista 150th Village of Monee Celebration Cookbook. And next senior breakfast bingo is Wednesday, January 22 at the Parks Building from 10:30 a.m. to noon. Only $2 to call and to be a part of that. And we're already thinking of spring. Crete Monee University Park baseball registration is going on this Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon at the Parks Admin Building, right here. is the second chance to register for ages 4.5 to 14 years old, T-ball through pony level, all the way through pony. The newest newsletter is up on the website, and you should have received it in the mail. Page 16 is a list of events and some special programs for 2026, for all of 2026. And new this year, First Down Tots football, Volley Cats, flag football, volleyball, a shrimp and grits cooking class celebrating Black culinary traditions, a crocheting class, and youth and adult fitness classes. And of course, we'd like to thank our very generous sponsors who have helped make our events and programs possible, especially Iroquois Paving, Dr. Therese Bogues, DDS, and Earthrise Energy. End of report.
Thank you very much. Moving on to finance, trustee Rakes.
Thank you, Mayor. The village levy has been filed and accepted by the Will County Clerk's Office. The village's departments have begun the budgeting process. The finance department, the finance department anticipates presenting the budget to the board in April as soon as the specific date is finalized. Once available, I will share the information so everyone can plan accordingly. The finance department has been consulting with several organizations regarding software upgrades, new investment opportunities, and improvements to our payment processing system. These updates are designed to strengthen our operations and support the village's long-term goals. Once the proposed policies and opportunities have been thoroughly vetted, including a comprehensive review and assessment of their potential impact, we will provide a detailed information to the board. We appreciate your patience as we work through these updates, and we are excited about the positive changes they may bring. We will keep you updated as the progress continues. End of report.
Great, thank you very much. Moving on to economic development, trustee Wilson.
Yes, good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. So under Unite Monee, Tractor Supply, after much anticipation, we have word that their soft opening will be March 21st, so mark your calendars. The official grand opening event will take place approximately a week later to follow. Economic Development Director Bill Barnes will work with Director Kroll and the Chamber of Commerce to schedule that event. Voortman Still, in case you have not had the opportunity to see what's going on over there on Ridgeland, take the opportunity to do so. They're a very European design building. I encourage everyone to take a look at it. Having this global manufacturer plant deep roots in our village is a testament to great leadership and collaboration between private industry, local, and state government. They are anticipating moving into their new 120,000 square foot office and manufacturing plant by this April. Exciting news. So, to be announced at the next board meeting, January 28th. I'm not going to even allude to what's going to happen, what's going to be so. But tune in. You're definitely going to want to be abreast of what's going on and what's going to happen. So, as always, shop Monee when available. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Moving on to building services, trustee Henson.
Thank you, Mayor. December of 2025 numbers are 60 enforcements, 28 permits, 253 inspections, 47 contractor licenses, and 14 certificates of occupancy. As of January 1st, 2026, the Village of Monee has adopted updated building codes to the 2024 International Code Council. The adoption of the current codes is a requirement of the state of Illinois statute per Public Act 103-0510. With these new codes, the Village of Monee has adjusted the fee table related to permits and inspections. Please, if there's any questions about your next project or for your residence or your business is required to have a permit, contact the Village of Monee Building Services and Code Compliance Office. And the phone number for that would be 708-534-8800. 8303. With the weather forecast of more snow over the weekend or any future snows, the Village of Monee would appreciate your cooperation. Besides Village of Monee Ordinance 5-3-14C, snow, a deposit of snow or ice upon the street that is in a place when residents and businesses shovel or plow their snow, do not pile it on the street. The street, the Village of Monee plows the street as soon as is possible for safe passage for drivers. Putting snow from your driveway, parking lot, or sidewalks on the street can actually cause unwarranted slick areas to motorists and pedestrians. And Happy New Year, everyone. End of report.
Thank you very much. Moving on to public safety, Trustee Udris.
Thank you, Mayor. And I'll definitely start off with telling everybody, I hope everybody had a great holiday season, and Happy New Year to everybody. Definitely looking forward to seeing what 2026 brings for Monee. First off, from our emergency management, just a little totals from last year. Our EMA finished 2025 with a total of 300 event calls, details, and trainings, an increase of 64 events from 2024, making 2025 the busiest year to date for EMA. Total EMA hours were 5,095.5. I'm sure Tracy had probably half of those hours there.
You'll find out.
So on December 7th, EMA was called to Monee Manhattan Road at Sunset Drive for a semi that drove off the road. They provided 5 traffic units for about 3.5 hours. On December 30th, as Trustee Horn was talking about, EMA assisted DPW trying to find a water main break. They provided 7 personnel, 2 ATVs, and our Eagle Eye camera for approximately 2 hours. And back on New Year's Eve, they were back there again, assisting DPW a second time to find the water main break. Will County EMA assisted this time with their thermal drone and finally located the break. So a great team effort that took about 3.5 hours as well. On January 1st, EMA was called out on I-57 southbound at the rest area for an accident. Provided 9 personnel and 5 traffic units for about an hour and a half. And lastly, on January 8th, EMA went into storm mode operations for high winds. The storm caused 5 ComEd transformers to fail. Power outages were short, and no damage was found or reported within Monee. For our police department, first off, want to say a huge welcome and congratulations to Colton for joining our police department. So with the addition of Officer Peterson, Monee is at its authorized head count of 26 officers for the first time in 5 years. While the 2025 stats aren't all in yet, there's no doubt that these additional officers are making a huge difference in keeping our neighborhoods safe. Proactive policing is on the increase, and violent crime it continues to drop. And Monee continues to be one of the safest places in the metro area. And lastly, as I always say, when you see our officers, please give them a wave, give them a smile, tell them thank you, let them know that you appreciate them being out there. They're keeping us safe, and they're doing one heck of a job. End of report.
Great, thank you so much. Moving on to the attorney's report.
Thank you, Mayor. The first item for the board's consideration is an ordinance for a variance application at 26033 Locust Place. The applicant came before the zoning board. The zoning board made a recommendation to approve, so it's up tonight for review and consideration by the village board.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion, board? Doesn't say Tammy is here if anybody's got any questions. Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Henson,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udris.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2130.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item is a redevelopment agreement between the village and Say Corporation. Ms. Patel is here tonight. We talked about this on several occasions with respect to reimbursement for her 2 hotels on Monee Manhattan Road. One is the Quality Inn, the other one is Super 8. The agreement separately called for a total of $500,000 apiece reimbursement for each hotel. Ms. Patel is asking for $245,000 up front because she has to order supplies and material as soon as possible. The rest of the money would be paid as we do with the other agreements. We pay them for disbursements. Ms. Patel has indicated it will be used for windows, landscaping, some roof repairs, all TIF eligible cost. She has agreed to a repayment plan in the event she left the village, such as we do with other companies. And she has agreed to insurance, which we require. She's agreed to open her books, if necessary, about her hotel occupancy rate. I distributed a return that we used in the other village. It's pretty accurate, and it shows the gross receipts, how much we receive each month. We've been using this for 20 years. It's been very, very accurate. And Ms. Patel is here in case there's any questions. Her attorney's been on the phone quite a bit, but it's up for tonight for the board's review and consideration.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion, board?
I have a question for Larry. This is $245 per or just $245 up front?
$245 per, because the total reimbursement is a total of $1 million, $500,000 per hotel. And she's going to order materials and products for each hotel at the same time.
So up front, $490.
Yes. And this is, I should say, I forgot, excuse me, this is in TIF number 5. So it's a TIF eligible expense. It's not general money. And we've done this historically with probably 5 or 6 other type of entities.
So this is something we've done before and
Oh,
something
absolutely.
that is
And
allowed
Ms.
by TIF.
Patel did submit invoices to the tune of about $4 million, I believe, which were TIF eligible. I went through it. I know Ruben has, I know Daryl has, and they're all TIF eligible. She spent quite a bit of money before she came to the village for help.
And I checked out all the work she did. You get down there, it looks really good. She really did a lot of work there. So, yeah.
I unfortunately, with my work schedule, have not been able to be over there, but with all of my fellow board members, I trust every one of their judgment on it. Also, with talking to Chief about any police calls or anything, they have been down significantly since she has taken over. Safety and concerns and such seems like this is an individual and businesses that we really appreciate and would want in our village. Thank you.
I appreciate Ms. Patel's commitment to the village, and it's definitely a hands-on business for her. It's not a turnkey operation by any means, and I think that was the issue we've had with owners in the past.
And I can appreciate all that you have done too, Ms. Patel. And I do have a question for Larry then too. In this copy that you brought us, is this something that we could adopt or something similar for these and the other hotels too, as receipts for all of us?
It's just basically what I've done before is, on this one, we've done it for other village for 20-something years. It shows each board member and our treasurer, most importantly, how many rooms are available for that one hotel per month, and that was, I believe, that one hotel was 6,200 rooms for one hotel in the other village. We leased out 4,500, so it's occupancy of 74%. And we have this all computerized. Trust me, we know who's in there and who's not in there. Then the net revenue for that one hotel was $862,000. The village's portion on that is $86,000 a month. We have 11 hotels. We do the same thing for each hotel. They submit the check to us. Our auditors, our CPAs, they go through it, they verify it, and we've never had an issue. In fact, we've issued hotel revenue bonds based on these. So it's very, very accurate.
So, and I appreciate that because that's something that, this seems easy peasy enough. Certainly we don't have 6,200 rooms in the village of Monee, so it might be even an easier thing, especially if they're already looking at the new software that's coming in. This might be just another page on it. That was my question, thank you. So do you think it's doable?
Pardon me?
Do you think possible to take a look at for our hotels?
If the board and the mayor want me to, obviously, I could bring a monthly report to show you, which we review every month at every month we approve the hotel tax revenue. And it's, some of the hotels are, I would say, 4 or 5 star hotels, and their corporate agreed with it. So it's worked out tremendously for the other village, and I'll be glad to bring it in and show everybody. Yes, sir. Sure.
Trustee Gonzalez, to go along with the question, so moving forward, we have talked internally about anytime that we are negotiating a redevelopment agreement with any hotel chain, that this would automatically be in the redevelopment agreement. This would be an expectation moving forward.
I would also think that would benefit the hotel owners and everything, to show them, to show the village, hey, look what we do.
Absolutely.
If I may, I'd just like to thank the Patel family for not only being a good neighbor, but for being a good friend to the village. What they've done on their own, without any subsidies from the village, is monumental. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous task. But they, under their good guidance, they were able to make it happen. And it's good to see that investment within the village, and being able to have an opportunity for the village to assist you. It makes a difference. So having good partners in it. So keep up the good work. I know you will.
Thank you for the support as well.
Yes, and then I was amazed by the stats she had when we went to visit. She knows what's coming in and out of there on a daily basis, maybe even hourly. She had those numbers available, and she's very aware of what's happening and what generates revenue and how the occupancy she could speak to since she took over the property has went up tremendously. What were you originally at, the occupancy?
About, in the winter it was around the 50s,
Yep.
30s, 30 to 50 anywhere, and then in the summer it was around 70s.
Yep. So my hat goes off to you. Thank you.
So I did learn a little bit of trivia about her when I was going there, and I very much appreciate it too, because the science nerd that I am. She also has a degree in from the Department of Public Health, so she understands what's clean and what's really clean. So I love it.
Clean linen.
The other thing that I would like to add that was very evident to me when you took time to walk us around was how personally involved you are in both of the hotels. When I was walking through, you knew what was going on. The people there, even the guests there, recognized you and was able to acknowledge you, which shows me how truly dialed in you are, and with this project, and that was very refreshing and good to see.
Okay. All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Rakis?
Yes.
Trustee Wilson?
Yes.
Trustee Utris?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item, same type of redevelopment agreement. This is for the Super 8 motel. The same terms, identical, same reimbursement, same provision. So it's up tonight for the board's review and consideration.
Make that motion.
Second?
Any further discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Rakis?
Yes.
Trustee Wilson?
Yes.
Trustee Utris?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item is a TIF payout, it's approval of plat of easement agreement with Tractor Supply. As Trustee Wilson indicated, there is a soft opening schedule, but we do need this plat of easement agreement signed, sealed, and getting over to the county. It's up for the board's review and consideration.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udras,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Henson,
Yes.
Trustee Horn.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item is a TIF payout request for Seafeed Properties. Now it's TREA Monee Logistics. The amount is $706,634.16. We would need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
And I don't think it was mentioned, but just for the public's information, it is a TIF payout.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udras,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Henson,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Rakes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item is a TIF payout. This is for Heyman Company, also known as Chicago 9 Industrial. This amount is $400,849.85. We need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Udras,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Henson,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. Another payout. This is to Dubin Singer, $24,691.50. This is the property next to, I believe, Dollar General. So it's a TIF payout, $24,691.50. Need a motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
The little cinder
Oh.
block building?
Pardon me?
The little cinder block building?
I think it's,
Well,
no,
it's blank now.
it's a vacant lot, but
Vacant
they had
lot.
a deal with Dollar General.
Yes.
And, yeah, roll call, please. Thank you.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Henson.
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udras.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. The last payout is to CBRE Investment Management. The amount's $244,106.39. Once again, this is a TIF payout. Need a motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, so, if you would, Larry, could you just expound on this payment?
Yes, sir. What a TIF payout is, at each development that comes into the village, we do a redevelopment agreement. We sign a TIF note, which is a note secured only by the incremental money coming in. There's not what they call a general obligation that affects the village's corporate fund. It's, for all intents and purposes, is they pay the taxes, they get reimbursed. If they don't pay the taxes, they don't get reimbursed. Most importantly, again, there is no GO behind it. Some villages will issue GO backing, not in this situation. So it does not affect your credit in case you ever want to go out for bonds. It's a promissory note. We promise to pay you. If you pay your taxes like you're supposed to, you get your money.
And the CBR group, CBRE group.
Which one is that?
This is TIF 6. This is
This is TIF number 6. Is that the Home Depot site?
Correct.
Is the old Home Depot site, which I don't know if it's vacant yet or still vacant, but this is TIF number 6.
6. Thank you.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Henson,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Rakes,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Udras,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome, Mayor.
Any unfinished business, anybody? New business? Open to the public, non-agenda items. All right, I have a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Henson,
Yes.
trustee Moore,
Yes.
trustee Regis,
Yes.
trustee Wilson,
Yes.
trustee Udris,
Yes.
7:43.